Hello everybody and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Don Santina back with you here for the Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series. Well, after what is it now, maybe even 4 days of trying, we're just going to roll with it. The overlay system that Roger and I have been trying to fix for my computer has continued to be a massive problem that I am still working on and going to continue to work on over the weekend. So we're not going to have any of the overlays, which means no timing and scoring, no ticker across the top. So we're going to have to bear with me here on the broadcast. We're going to do as best as we can. And Roger and I had a discussion earlier, and we're just going to go with it instead of just not having a broadcast at all. So it may not be beautiful, it may not be perfect, but we're going to do the best we can and roll with it here and give you the 410 Outlaw feature coming up. I think there's 16 cars, so they're going to qualifying. While we do that, we're going to send it down trackside for the national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, Tim Nichols, this is a little bit better. I know there's no cars on the racetrack at the moment, but I upped the microphone a little bit, turned the cars down a little bit, should be better. We are waiting on the Tim's Dirt Track Simulators qualifying session to wrap up here. As I was saying in the opening, that the overlay system that Roger and I have now been working on for 3 days on my computer has not been cooperating, and it's going to take a massive Windows and overlay system dive to figure out what is going on. So if you did not catch it in the open, no overlays. I'll do the best I can with what I have, and we're going to roll with it. Right now, I checked while we were doing the national anthem. I think Kendall Tucker was the quickest in the qualifying session. We're getting ready for heat race number 1, which would be the Waggy and Casey, the I-55 Lawyers heat race. Getting ready to grid out on the racetrack. So we will go try to check on these guys and see if we can get them as they come up. We'll get a better camera view here. Sorry, like I said, camera overlays. Part of that overlay system is the cameras and everything else. So gonna have to switch through the cameras on the fly. We will go. Probably stick on this camera for the most of the night. jump through the cars. I see Adam Elby there on the outside of row number 1. Let's see. There is Elby, who'll be on outside of row number 1. With it looks like Alex Bergeron on the inside. He's not coming in yet, but it looks like Bergeron and Elby on row number 1. Then it is... There's Alex Bergeron. Let's see, we're going to do this real quick. Hold on. Brad O'Brien in the 77. You got Ernie Williams back here. And Jason Randolph in the 47. Peyton Grease in the 92. We're back up to the front of the car, or the front of the pack. So we're going to make our way back through. So there you go. Bergeron and Elby on row 1. And you got James Edens and Brad O'Brien. Let's do this. Eric White and Peyton Grease. And Jason Randolph rounding out the field. And Ernie Williams, I think I said earlier, but he's in there as well. There was only 16 cars, so it should be two heat races of 8. We'll probably go straight to the pole dash and then straight to the feature. So going to be a quick night here tonight. Unless we had more jump in at the last minute. Okay, looks like maybe we have 24. So we got a few more jump in. And we are green and underway. There we go. Roger giving me a little tip, so now we can see the screen. Full screen. Oh, we got contact up front already. We're looking at Randolph and Grease back here. Hold on, I'm going to do this so we can get back up to the front. Let's focus on our leaders. Might be able not be able to go through the pack too well, but we're going to keep an eye on it. There's Bergeron and Elby out front. There's your front 2 cars. We had a spin there on lap number 1. And it looks like most of these cars will be going to the feature. I think we're probably going to have a B main only with 24 cars or 25 now, I think, as I said. We don't have the time or the lap count either, so. And I already lost count with this one as Elby takes a look inside of Bergeron here for the race lead. These guys back at it after a week off, and Adam Elby looking to jump all over Bergeron here in heat race number 1. See if Alex Bergeron can hold on and take another heat race win so far this season. We're in week number 10 on the year. There are 15 races on the season, so 6 more weeks here in this series. Here comes Elby to the inside of Bergeron. I think that's James Edens, if I remember right, in the 52 car behind him. So Bergeron, Elby, and Edens, possibly. If I'm wrong, well, I do apologize. Going off memory, not overlays, so that looks like it will be it. So it's going to be Bergeron, Elby, and Edens in heat race number 1. And we'll get ready for heat race number 2. It will be the Wicked Cushion Esports heat race. We're going to do this, so that way we can go through the field and show you who's in here. And we'll close it back out for when the actual race starts. So I see there should be a couple more rows. There's one more. Let's see, is that Garrett Boyd on the pole? with Cam Merriman. There's Cam Merriman. Oh, it's Kendall Tucker. That's right. So Kendall Tucker, Cam Merriman, Rusty Kruger, Trevor Royer. Then you got Michael Sheridan, and I'll do this just because I want to make sure I get everybody. Go back to Michael Sheridan. Ryan Scheidt. Looks like Curtis Merriman. And that's it. So we'll jump back up. Oh, don't want to forget Scott King. I know Scott would probably be mad at me if I forgot him. So we'll jump back up to the front, close this out, and get ready to go. We'll try to keep track. 10 laps this time. Top 3 to the feature, top 2 to the pole dash. Kendall Tucker, Cam Merriman. You guys are welcome for broadcasting. Tim, glad you could finally join us and get up here and watch the races. And Marie, glad you're checking in with us as always. And Kathy, glad you're checking in, watching Kendall. Kendall going to get the pole position here. I'm pretty sure he picked up the quick time award. This is the Wicked Cushion Esports Heat Race number 2. 10 laps, going to try to keep it in my memory bank this time. Here we go, getting ready to go green. Kendall Tucker out to the race lead. Cam Merriman in second. Here comes Rusty Kruger to the inside. Look at the 90 of Trevor Royer. Gonna watch as much as we can on that third spot. Cam Merriman has it right now. As we come back to the stripe, Kendall Tucker out front. Cam Merriman trying to hold off Michael Sheridan back there for second and third, or third and fourth. We're going to have to keep an eye just as they come through the corners. What's going on back there? Merriman still holding on to that third spot. It's Tucker, Kruger, and Merriman. Ryan Scheidt, Trevor Royer back there in 5th and 6th doing battle. Oh, it looks like, did Michael Sheridan get around Cam Merriman back there for third? I think he did. Red car up there in the third spot. I think that is the 15 of Michael Sheridan. Or is that still Cam? It might be still be Cam Merriman. Can't see for sure, but. And I already lost count. I've been too focused on where everybody's at. Totally lost count of laps. So as soon as we see Kendall Tucker, who's well out in front and pulling away here, and get the checkered flag, we'll know this one is over. Oh, is Trevor Royer up to the third spot now? Is that it? All right, heat race number 2. Gonna go to Kendall Tucker, and I believe it was Trevor Royer and Rusty Kruger taking the final transfer spots there. We'll find out for sure in the feature. We're gonna set up here for heat race number 3. Let's do this one more time just to make sure we get these guys out here. There we go. We'll see how good I am. All right. Starting on the pole will be the 99 of Gregory LeMay. Starting to the outside in row number 2, the 18 of Austin Simmelman. Starting third will be the 85 of Tyler Schell. Not quite sure who's running the 7, so I'm going to have to go check. That's Kevin Click running the 7. All right. Then it is Aiden Berlin running the 13 car. Oh, Kevin Click's in the 25. Michael List in the 270. Dakota Kuhn in the 95. Checking here to make sure I got everybody. Tyler Shell in the 85. Oh, Mason Hannigan running the 7 car. All right, there we go. So it's LeMay and Simmelman, Shell and Hannigan, Click and Berlin, Kuhn, and List. All right, we got it here for heat race number 3, brought to us by Edmond Trophy Company. Think I got it down in the memory bank. We'll see if I can stick with 10 laps this time and remember what lap count we're on. Gregory LeMay was second fastest in qualifying. Let's see how he can do here in the heat race. Simmelman and LeMay leading us to the green flag, and we are underway. Keep an eye back here on Simmelman. Tyler Shell already getting a great jump, and we're going to have a good battle up front. LeMay, Simmelman, and Shell going to lead us around. I think we're queued up on Mason Hannigan's car, which actually might turn out to be okay as long as he doesn't get wrecked. Look at the battle for the lead between the 99 and the 85. Tyler Shell, Gregory LeMay, bringing us back to the start-finish line. I think that's lap 3. I already lost count once again. Here comes Shell with the slider in 3 and 4. Going to cross it back over. Austin Simmelman going to tuck in behind. LeMay still out front, though, leading Shell and Simmelman. Look at this, 5 cars in there. That's Mason Hannigan throwing it in there. Here comes Aiden Berlin as well. Then you got Kevin Click right behind that, and LeMay's going to get shuffled out. He's gone from first, now battling with Berlin for 3rd. Here comes Hannigan for 4th. Now Tyler Shell might get shuffled out here on the top side. Simmelman and Shell doing battle. We get close to the end of this one. Tyler Shell still holding off Austin Simmelman, Aiden Berlin, Mason Hannigan. Lone car out right now of transferring. We got it on that 7 car. So he makes his way out. So we got to be closing in here on the end of this one. And there it is. Tyler Shell picks up the win. Austin Simmelman in 2nd. Aiden Berlin 3rd. Hannigan 4th. Click, LeMay. And a couple others there rounding out the Edmond Trophy Company heat race. So that will set up our B main. Oh, we're going to go to warm-up. So all cars are going to go to the feature. No B main. All right, then. So we're going to have our pole dash then. And we're going to go up here to this and see which cars are coming out on the racetrack. Looks like got a few of them coming out. Starting to grid in. Yes, Aiden did have a good run there. Anne Marie, good to see him have a good run here. So we got Kendall Tucker, Adam Elby, Austin Simmelman, Tyler Shell. See if we can move up. There we go. Rusty Kruger. We should have one more car coming. Oh, Alex Bergeron. Can't forget about Alex Bergeron. Here they all come. So there's Tyler Schell, Rusty Kruger, Adam Elby, Alex Bergeron, Kendall Tucker, and Austin Simmelman. Those will be your 6 cars. So it's going to be Kruger and Elby on the front row, Schell and Tucker on row number 2, and Bergeron and Simmelman on row number 3. See who will win the Scott King's Design Pole Dash. This is how they will start for the feature, and we are underway. 6 laps. We'll see if I can keep track of this one. We've got it on Tyler Schell here, but we're watching Rusty Kruger, Adam Elby, Alex Bergeron in the 3rd slot. Schell getting really sideways there. Lap 1 is now down. Here comes a run by Rusty Kruger up to the back of Adam Elby. 3 wide, Schell, Bergeron, and Tucker. And that could be the battle right here between Bergeron, Schell, and Tucker of who's going to win this race. Because if you get a good starting spot, those 3 have been mighty fast tonight. Whoever can navigate around Elby and Kruger first and the fastest will get the pole position and most likely have a chance to go on. And look at how fast Kendall Tucker is. He just was stuck behind Rusty Kruger, drove right up on Tyler Schell and Alex Bergeron, blew by them, and then now is back 3 wide looking to go around both of them to get to Adam Elby. There he goes, blowing by him down the backstretch into 3 and 4. And now he's going to try to look under Adam Elby for the race lead. We've had to have at least 4 laps in the books here. Coming to the line. Tyler Schell now in the last spot. And that's going to do it. Adam Elby, Kendall Tucker, I think Alex Bergeron, then Austin Simmelman, Tyler Schell, and then Rusty Kruger. We're going to go take a commercial break. When we come back, we will have the feature on the racetrack right here at the Dirt Slingers Racing 410 Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw coming up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirt Racing Network Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. Thanks to our 2 sponsors there, Tim Sims and SSR. While they finish up their warm-up session, I want to tell you that you can take your dirt sim racing to the next level by joining the best sim racing community online today. At the School of Sim Racing, you can learn to drive and set up your car like a pro. With a ton of free trainings and free setups for sprint cars, late models, midgets, and more, it's the perfect place to get your dirt sim racing on the right track. Visit schoolofsimracing.net to learn more today. Tim, thank you. Glad to see you back here watching the network. I know you've been a busy guy down there plowing snow. So glad you could get a little bit of time. Hopefully, I know you said in the beginning that we can put on a good show. We'll have to see as we're looking at Tyler Schell right now as they're wrapping up. And it looks like they got a pile up there as Tyler Schell plows into a couple cars and gets caught up. That looks like Michael Sheridan in the corner. Tim, you getting the itch to get back racing, are you? All right, looks like we're going to advance to our feature. So while we do that, we're going to pull up the screen one more time. Should have everybody, and I should be able to, the way I've been able to memorize them so far today, I should be able to see everybody, but I want to change it. Nope, I did not want to do that. I wanted to do this. We want to go up to that. There we go. So remember, they're going to have to reorder the front 6. So we talked about, it was Adam Elby, I think, winning the pole dash. Kendall Tucker in second. So Kendall Tucker already starting there in the second position. So he'll be all right where he's at. Tyler Shell did not come third. I think it was Austin Semmelman third with Alex Bergeron possibly fourth. Either way, I think Bergeron and Semmelman will be on row 2. Then it will be Kruger and Shell, I think, on row number 3. But let's go through those front 3 rows and just show you who's back here. So starting in the 7th spot is not Austin Semmelman. It is James Eden. Starting 8th will be Cam Merriman. 9th will be Aiden Berlin. 10th, Jason Randolph. Let me get through there. 8th will be Cam Merriman. 9th will be Michael Sheridan. 10th, Jason Randolph. 11th, Peyton Grease. 12th, Trevor Royer. 13th will be Gregory LeMay. 14th will be Ernie Williams. 15th will be Michael Sheridan. 16th will be Kevin Click. 17th will be Eric Wilkie. Just wanted to double check. I was pretty sure I was right. Looks like, I think 18th will be Scott King. 19th, Dakota Kuhn. Brad O'Brien will be 19th. Curtis Merriman and Michael List, I think, will be 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Is there anyone after that? I don't think so. We are getting ready to go green, but remember, we're going to keep an eye. We'll put it there, and we might have to change it as we go throughout the race, but you might see that screen come up for a minute. I think we've done pretty well here. Short race tonight. Been rolling without the overlays. We got it on Tyler Shell. Should be able to see everybody when we go green. Peyton Grease coming up through the field. LeMay. Oh, well, that's right. My bad there. We're going for the 4 wide salute. I was wondering why you guys were all coming through there. That's right. Forgot about this. Week off. Everything else that's going on this week. Welcome to the 4 wide salute. And we're going to get a stands view of it as they roll by. The best thing in all of dirt car racing. 4 wide salute. We are now going to get ready for our Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw feature here for week number 10 of the season, winding down. Tim, I saw your comment about the new wheel. I think Roger just got one too, so he was pretty excited to use that one and check it out as well. I know I've been in talks with him a lot this last week, and he was talking about it. Yes, Tim, let's do this. We got him back double file, ready to go green. Tracy O'Brien, thanks for checking in, rooting Brad on. Saw Anne-Marie, I think, was rooting on Brad as well. Green flag in the air, here we go. The Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw feature is underway. And let's try to jump up front farther. There we go, there's a good view of it. Looks like Adam Elby in the race lead. As we go through 1 and 2, Bergeron and Tucker underneath, Semmelman up there. Here comes a run by Alex Bergeron. Tyler Schell going to the top side. You're looking at about the top 6-7 cars. There's Edens in the mix as well. Rusty Kruger. Still, Adam Elby out front. He's done a good job here tonight. He hasn't picked up a heat win, but he's kept that car out front. That 74 car on the top side of the racetracks. Held off a lot of cars, and Austin Simmelman having a strong run here in week number 10. Tucker and Bergeron, there's history between those two. They almost get together in the middle of 3 and 4 down there. Now they're 3, almost 4 wide as Bergeron Shell's going to get bumped. Tyler Schell, we got a caution on the racetrack. I don't really know. I know we can. I don't know how well it's going to work. But why don't we just give it a try for the fun of it? Let's go and see. Yeah, we're not. Never mind. We're not going to mess with that. We're going to stay up here. We're going to keep it on our leaders up here and just focus on that because I don't want to try to mess things up and it not look so good. So we're not going to go look at the replay, but we do have our first caution of the night. I am going to check real quick. I don't know if it says how many laps we've got. Nope. So we're going to roll with it. Obviously, we have our normal 33. But it does not say. Oh, yeah, it should. 4 laps, I think. So we got a ways to go in this one. Is it still LB out front? LB out front. Simmelman in second. Schell in third. Tucker in fourth. Bergeron fifth. Edens in sixth. We can run through the field while we have it, actually. It may not look great, but we can run through the field. Are we about to go green? I think we're about to go green. So next caution, that's what we'll do. We'll run through the field instead of going to the replay. Green flag in the air. Here we go. We are back underway. Tracy, I mentioned it in the open, having a little bit of, actually not little, a massive overlay problem. So the software that we've been working with is not working on my computer. So having some issues with that, but I will update you when we can. It looks like we have another caution on the racetrack. Don't know why this one was brought out. It's actually, we're going to mess with this a little bit. See if I thought of something. See if we can do this. And nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So never mind. Not going to mess with that, but we will go through the running order. So your race leader is Adam Elby. Austin Simmelman is in second. Tyler Schell third. Kendall Tucker fourth. Alex Bergeron fifth. James Eden sixth. Cam Merriman seventh. Rusty Kruger eighth. Jason Randolph ninth. Aiden Berlin 10th. Michael Sheridan, or Trevor Royer is actually in 11th. He's having some connection issues. Michael Sheridan in 12th. Ernie Williams in 13th. Peyton Grease 14th. Gregory LeMay 15th. Kevin Click 16th. Ryan Scheidt in 17th. Brad O'Brien in 18th. Curtis Merriman in 19th. Scott King in 20th. 21st, Michael List. 22nd, Mason Hannigan. 23rd, Dakota Kuhn. And 24th, Eric Wilkie. And it looks like we've had 9 laps complete. About ready to go green flag racing once again. Let's get back up here with your leaders, and there goes the pace truck, and we are underway. Green flag back in the air. Obi still out front. Here comes Shell and Tucker and Simmelman, who's having a great night here tonight. We have another caution on the racetrack. So we'll slow it back down. I think we made it to lap number 10. So we're another lap down, about a third of the way through. We're not going to run back through the order because we just did that. Well, we will pause here for caution number 3 of the night. Didn't really have any cautions during the heat races, which was nice, but now that we're in the feature, having a little bit of trouble here at Volusia. So we look at Tyler Shell. He's currently sitting in our final podium position right here. For those of you that don't remember, because it was 2 weeks ago since our last race, it was Kendall Tucker, James Edens, and Alex Bergeron on the podium. Kendall Tucker on the top of the box picked up his first win of the year. It's mostly been the Cam Merriman and Alex Bergeron show. They've been going back and forth, and I think the week previous to that, week number 8 at USA, I had told Cam that he had just tied Alex Bergeron for the most wins in the season with 3 apiece. Then you have James Edens with the race win, Kendall Tucker. That's it through 9 weeks. I remember, I say 9 weeks, but remember we had a week canceled. That was, Roger was not feeling well. We didn't really have that many drivers. So the week was canceled. So this is week number 10, but realistically, we've only been racing for 9 weeks. Here comes Tyler Shell trying to get up to the front. Look who's coming. There is Cam Merriman. So Bergeron and Merriman. Kendall Tucker. We have another caution out here on the racetrack. Yes, Tim, these are some of the best guys out there. I know iRacing can be very, very expensive if you want to get the top tier stuff. I think this is our 4th or 5th caution. We are having a tough time here getting it going, and it broke the streak because for a while we were having great nights here on the Dirt Racing Network. 1 or 2 cautions in the feature, getting through them. Tonight at Volusia, a little bit of a struggle. All right, looks like we might be getting ready to go green once again. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Back underway, and look at Kendall Tucker up here in the mix. Austin Simmelman must have had some trouble, or he just got booted on that restart. He has lost momentum. He was having a solid run. Now here come the normal contenders up to the front, and Bergeron's going to get chopped there in 3 by Simmelman. Adam Elvey trying to run away because here come the front runners in the series. Kendall Tucker, Tyler Schell, Cameron Merriman, and Alex Bergeron coming through in a pack, trying to run down your race leader, Adam Elvey. We can see what just happened to Simmelman. If they catch Elvey, the same thing is going to happen to them. Simmelman giving Alex Bergeron a tough time, and I know I've talked to Alex before. When you're the points leader and running well and winning races, he said it's tough sometimes. He gets raced harder than anyone else because he's got that target on his back, and you can see the trouble he's having trying to get around Austin Simmelman and James Edens. And now he's got around them. He is in the 5th spot. He's got 3 guys that are battling hard for championship points in front of him. They're not going to make his job any easier, trying to get to the front of the field. Eden's still holding these guys off, but they are closing in. Here comes Kendall Tucker. Remember, I said Tucker looked super fast in the pole dash. And it looks like Tyler Shelley got a little sideways there, a little loose. That allowed Bergeron to come in, and oh, there goes Edens. He got dumped. He just, or Elby did. He just got collected by Edens, or he collected Edens, and that's going to bring out our 2nd caution, or our, I don't even know, 7th caution, something like that. That could stack up the field here. I don't know if him and Kendall Tucker got together or what exactly happened, but there was definitely some contact. And we'll see if they put Edens back, or Elby back up there to the front of the field right now. And while we have it, why don't we do it? And we have it in a little bit. Oh my gosh, guys, I am so sorry about that. Tim, thanks for letting me know. So sorry, I did not know my microphone was muted. We are on lap 36 of 38. And I was just saying that I am realizing, as I was about to call the checkered flag about 3 times in a row, we're doing more than 33 laps here today. Cameron Merriman, your race leader. Tyler Schell in second. Alex Bergeron in third. We'll run through the field a little bit. Bergeron in the third spot. Fourth, Austin Semmelman. Fifth, Rusty Kruger. Sixth, Aiden Berlin. Seventh, Michael Sheridan. Eighth, Gregory LeMay. Ninth, Brad O'Brien. 10th is Eric Wilkie. 11th, Peyton Grease. 12th, Dakota Kuhn. 13th, Kevin Click. 14th, Curtis Merriman. 15th, Scott King. The rest are on pit road. Kendall Tucker, one of them. Jason Randolph, one of them. Mason Hannigan's already left. We're about to go green. Once again, can Cameron Merriman make it his 4th win of the season? And we definitely need to go take up to the front. We're going to go this way, I guess. Up to the front we go. And how about that for Austin Semmelman? He has shuffled Alex Bergeron out on the restart. Austin Semmelman getting around Alex Bergeron, looking to put himself on the podium for the first time this season. Bergeron back to the 4th spot, now for the 5th spot, and this time we're going to have the checkered flag in the air, and I can say it, Cameron Merriman is going to pick up the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw feature win here in week number 10. I apologize for having the mic muted there. We have completed it. It's going to be Tyler Schell, Cameron Merriman, and how about this, Austin Semmelman on the podium. We'll get these 3 stopped up here. Wait to see if Cameron Merriman comes back into view. There we go. Get them parked just like that. And we'll bring these guys up here in the booth. We'll get to talk to another first-time podium finisher here this week, Austin Semmelman. We'll go grab him and bring him on here in the booth. Austin, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, man. I know first time this season. Is this possibly your first time ever, or have you had a podium here on DSRL before?
Oh, I've won some races.
Oh, all right. Sorry, my
No,
bad.
I won a few. Just had a good run tonight. Finally qualified halfway decent. And put myself in an okay spot. Just wasn't as good as I needed to be there in the feature. It was actually okay late, but just ran out of laps. And these are obviously the best sprint car drivers on here. So just anytime you can run up front, it's good.
Yeah, for sure. You've been lurking around that podium finish kind of all season long, but able to break through at Volusia. What made your car so successful here tonight, and what'd you do to take advantage of that restart to get around Bergeron and get up here on the podium?
Well, I knew they were all diving and fighting for the bottom, and I was trying to use up some of the meat getting into one on the top and then cutting off of it. And I could carry a lot of speed. It was just hard to hit over and over. So hit it great that last restart and got up alongside them. And I think Alex might have got the inside wall or something. But yeah, that's all I was focused on, just running where they weren't. I wasn't going to pass them, following them. So happy it worked out, and like to be a couple spots better, but we'll take a podium.
All right. How's it feel to finally get up here, and who would you like to thank before we let you go tonight?
Oh, it feels good. Like I said, I'm never satisfied unless you win. So overall, it was a good night, but we'd like to be a little bit better. And just got to thank everybody at Tony Stewart Racing, everybody that helps out, Scott King Design, Scott King for helping with the series, and everybody at Drew Neal at 19 Design as well. So thanks to those guys, and hopefully you enjoyed.
All right, it's your 3rd place finisher here tonight, Austin Semmelman. We'll bring in your 2nd place finisher. Congrats to Austin on his first podium of the year. We'll bring in 2 guys that have been on the podium many times this year, and one of them being your 2nd place finisher, Tyler Schell. Tyler, you got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. All right, second place finish here tonight. It's been a couple weeks since you've been up here on the podium. How does it feel to be back up here in the second spot tonight?
It feels pretty good. I haven't been able to get the win this season. I've been looking for. I think I finished second 3 times now, but I'm just trying to get that win.
What do you think you would have needed to get around Cam here tonight?
Strict to bottom on that last restart. It was kind of sketchy going into one, but I kind of got scared and hit the brakes a lot because I thought we were all going to die. But if I could stick the bottom there, I think I can win the race.
All right. Who would you like to thank for your podium finish here tonight?
I like to thank everybody that puts the league on. You for broadcast and everything Roger does, and then Elbows Up Sim Sports and our sponsors, School Sim Racing, Flow Racing, Motorsports Beat, Anderson Speedway, Just Logistics, Paints by Tune Again, Hergott Real Estate, Roof Co., and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right. That's your second place finisher here tonight, Tyler Shell. Congrats to Tyler. And we'll bring in your race winner here tonight at Volusia for week number 10, Cameron Merriman, picking up his fourth win of the season. Cam, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Fourth win of the year. You got a little bit of help to get out front, but once you got up there, what was the key to staying up front tonight?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I think, honestly, late at Volusia, when the top goes away, like evidenced early in the race, there were 4 or 5 lines. I think that the top 8 of us were all running different lines, and we were all equally as quick. And then later in the race, if you've built the setup for it, I think that the bottom is pretty much the way to go the whole time. And ultimately, passing someone or holding your position if you're in front of someone all comes down to just hitting the mark on the bottom and not giving them a window of opportunity. Tyler Shell actually gave me a good run for my money on the restart in turn 1. And I think that he was actually trying to cover Bergeron from behind. But ultimately, that's really the only way you can get around somebody is trying to just take a little bit of their real estate on entry and bungle up their line so that they can't quite hit exit and just try and maintain, position next to them so that you can get to racing for a couple laps. But, that said, it is really difficult late to be able to make moves on guys here because everyone's, with this caliber of drivers, everyone's hitting their marks pretty good. And so it's really, really hard to find that razor's edge to get by somebody for sure.
Now, I could see from the booth, you guys were coming from, you didn't have to start too far in the back, but you definitely were coming to the lead. There was that accident in front of you. Had that not happened, do you think you still would have been able to challenge for the win tonight?
That ultimately depends on where Kendall and LB intended to run late in the race. If they were wanting to make a move down to the bottom, then yeah, it would have been tough. But I've raced with Kendall a lot here, and I think that he's much more like a slider in 3 and 4, pretty deep in the track development. So I think that if I could have, been close to the bumper down the backstretch, racing with them for the lead, and been able to hit my marks in 3 and 4, I definitely would have been able to have a solid shot at it. I certainly was gifted the position through the incident between Kendall and LB, but to answer your question, I definitely think I had it in me to at least make a challenge for it.
All right, and your fourth win of the season definitely gives you some momentum as we start to close in on the end of the season. Only 5 weeks left. What does the win mean, and who would you like to thank tonight?
Yeah, that's really cool. I actually just separated from active duty military, and so my wife and I just packed up all our stuff and moved across the country to get closer back to family. We're back in Maryland now, just south of Baltimore, and we literally just moved everything this week and got set up. I was working with the internet service providers just this afternoon to try and get internet set up in my new place and set up my computer and my rig and whatnot. So I was fortunate even to make it tonight. So to get a win is really awesome, and of course it's always a pleasure to come in here on Thursday nights and hang out with this crew of guys and a stiff level of competition. It's a blast, and so of course I'd like to thank DSRL and everyone who puts it on. You guys at Dirt Racing Network for putting on the broadcast, and Wicked Cushion Esports, and everybody, Roger especially putting this thing on, coming back from being sick. It's really cool to come in here and I get to race with my dad. It's always a pleasure. Me and Curtis in the same race. So, big hats off to you guys. It's been fun so far.
All right. Well, before we let you go, Cam, I want to say thank you for your service and congrats on the win tonight.
Thanks. Take care.
All right. That's your race winner here tonight, Cam Merriman. It's going to wrap it up from Volusia. I normally go through the results, but with not having the overlays, we can't do that too much. So we'll just say congratulations to our top 3. We're going to have the next couple days off here on the Dirt Racing Network, and we'll pick it back up on Sunday. I do believe Roger will be having his usual 4-show week with the Hales Corner and NDRA. I know I'll have, I think it's the Dirt Kings Championship race on Sunday night to wrap up their 358 modified series. Monday, we're of course back in action with our 360 sprint cars with Dirt Slingers Racing League at 8 Eastern. And then Roger has the General Tire Winter Nationals at 9:30. And Tuesday, we are off this week. No National Auto Racing Club. Wednesday, of course, is our big block / UMP Modifieds with the Dirt Slingers Racing League at 8 Eastern. I have the Dirt King Championship with the UMP Modifieds at 9:30. And Roger's off. No NARC this week. Then once again, back here on Thursday with the Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series with the Dirt Slingers Racing League. So, going to work hard the next 2 days. Hopefully, Sunday night when I come back on for Dirt Kings, we will have everything up and running smooth. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. Thank you to everyone that had some patience and dealt with the technical difficulties. I'm about ready to throw my computer out a window. And we will see you Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, depending on when you tune in. Thanks to everyone that watched. Thank you to everyone that sponsors the Dirt Racing Network. For Roger Wagner, I'm Dom Santina. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on Sunday. Have a good night and a good weekend, everyone. See you later.